night crimes and misdemeanors. Is there someone right there? Can you see them? Oh, okay. Then we saw that before.
Look at this.
Remember when we walked in here?
So when we were here previously, this entire section was completely empty of water. It was just frozen clay-like substance. And we actually walked that way. It's terrifying. Here. This is for the dreams. So the Rochester subway system, which is where we are right now, was part of it, began service in 1927, and it continued service until 1957. Most of it has been filled in over the years, but there's still some parts of it left. This is the more common entrance. Now, this was, they call it a subway, it was actually more of a light rail, but
I think they just paved this. They had to, because I don't think it was this way.
you can get a really cool reflection of the pipes. Super familiar with trains. So I don't know what this building used to be. This little subsection. Might have been a maintenance area of some sort. There are doors. So, the city of Rochester still does maintenance down here to keep it structurally sound. I do know that. There's been a lot of talk over the years about what this could be potentially reused for or turned into. I think there's probably still some potential. I mean, I think you have this huge space down here. You might as well use it for something. As to what, I don't know, but there's got to be some use for it. So this right here, this I think very likely could have been a platform, possibly. You've got what I'm guessing must have been a station or something over here.
I saw a mattress, I didn't see anybody, but I assumed it was someone's.
Just in case. Coffee cup. Come down and have a bagel. See, I'm super curious, but subway system was actually continued to be used by the Gannett newspaper as part of their freight service. And that continued until the late 1990s. However, since then, it's mostly been left empty. In 1918, part of the Erie Canal was rerouted, so that way it would bypass downtown Rochester. That section of bypass canal would eventually be purchased by the city of Rochester in 1919, so they could start the process of creating the Rochester subway system. In 1929, the subway was expanded. There was a great deal of expansions over the years, and this particular expansion brought service to where Kodak was. This would allow the workers for Kodak to be able to take the subway system directly to work. Some of the other stations included one that would go down to Edgerton Park. Now, Edgerton Park, back in its day, was the site of the Rochester Royals. The Rochester Royals being an NBA team. They won the championship in the late 1950s before moving to Cincinnati and eventually became the Sacramento Kings. So one would have to imagine that you'd be able to take the subway to Edgerton Arena, which is located right near Edgerton Park, and you'd be able to take the subway to see a game. Service continued from, as I said, 1927 until 1957. In 1957, service ended, primarily due to economic difficulties within the railroad system, as well as general change of fortune. There's been a lot of debate as to what will happen with the Rochester subway system. I'm not really sure what the future is, but I think that it's kind of a shame to let the entire system just go to waste. I don't think it would necessarily be great for transportation use at this point. The city of Rochester is substantially smaller than it used to be. But who knows? There's a great deal of space down here. It could be used for something.